Привет, канал Bilgalbi, меня зовут Кирилл, продолжаем. Лишь 3, Инквизиция. Сейчас находимся в скрипт. Да ёб твою мать. Что делать надо? Ебать, они большие, блядь. Заебали, блядь. Все бесконечно. Такие бесконечные. Это заебать надо было. Да, уж не болел, делали целую кучу. Ну, наконец-то. Восстановление от полного хода, но не удалось ничего. Полет Кафливом. Такое впечатление, что его уничтожить невозможно. Казематы его больше всего следует взять как карантин, и этим сейчас занимаются наши солдаты. Первый страж, сэр Рут, желает оправдать ваше доверие. Из этого она просила участвовать в походе самый глубокий, когда был вам, чтобы ее преждевременный зов сослужил хорошую службу похвально, но любая свидетельствует тропа сопряжена с риском. Ой, мы не сомневаюсь.
All right.
Word for you.
Квартира.
What is it?
This may
Стали тогда потихоньку. Говорим с людьми хотя бы.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Да, стихи такое.
Let me guess, you're composing a love poem.
I couldn't, not even if my life depended.
It's not that hard.
Yes, it is. Poetry takes finesse, it takes grace.
You think you don't have those things?
Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I was there.
Да, видел,
I saw it with my own eyes.
написать.
It must be recorded.
Это может бросить на стень.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing. I still don't know what to say about the spirit. I saw her there, heard her voice. The chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet
You really think it might have been her?
a ghost, a remnant of her hopes and memories. Those things are all possible. A spirit could have assumed
Зачем?
it helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
Это был дух. Я думаю, это было...
I believe it was the Divine. She helped us.
I hope that's true. When I realized we were physically in the Fade, I was terrified. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. The world needs to know the truth this time, No more legends lost to the ages. I understand the Inquisition has tracked down the missing Seekers. The sooner we go there, the sooner I can put this search behind me.
Is that all for today? Consider it done.
Что у нас тут? Железный бык.
Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen. Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. Been a while since I needed it, but that nightmare demon was big.
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Qunari. Just hit me with the stick, all right? I need to get over this demon crap.
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
So we're working out your fear with a stick.
Less talking, more hitting. Piece of feed, piece of crap! And who killed you? That's right, Iron fucking Bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
Anytime.
Больной, больной.
You are back. You are back.
And the next step?
Now there is a decision. You have to make it. Do you commit to this path?
You are my...
Зачем?
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. I'm told her wardens never wavered. They went to their deaths willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
Война всему годинник ВР.
We stopped him. We saved most of the wardens.
But not all of them. And they died thinking they were doing something good. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intent. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Don't think of what went wrong. Think of their intentions. Their sacrifice. Honor their selflessness.
Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. At the heart of it, all a warden is a promise. To protect others, even at...
Какую хрень ты несешь?
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company. When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my... One day, they found a dog. I caught it, tied a rope. Do you know what I did?
You stopped them?
I did nothing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, and I turned her. I could have I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering, and that I may as well have tied the noose. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Look at you. You would have done the right thing. We're lucky there are people like... There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know.
Неприятности, да?
Empress of fire in the reign of the lion, eclipsed in the eye of the empire of we are legions.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Empress of fire, what season may come, we fight for the day you'll restore heart and bring.
No. But you like demons! I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings. It isn't abuse if I ask. Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic. He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages. And then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us, human or demon.
You should ask Solus to bind you too. And then someone can bind him.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers. To protect spirits, a spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to fight. Good. They will not take me.
Интересно. Интересно, интересно.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost. Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost.
Yes?
That's enough for...
Ну,
Another...
Диана хочет поговорить, точно. Ну.
I'm pleased to hear it.
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium?
Yes. He trusted your judgment on the matter.
He was not interested in my judgment today. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a Seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
Is there anything we can do to change his mind?
If anyone could, it's you. Mages have made their suffering known. But Templars, they are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and he can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Ничего не понял, но хорошо.
The perfect space for knocking sense into each other. And training.
Something? Or are you just here to admire the dwarf? You want to talk about...
You have begun practicing new magical forms. Interesting.
Ну и что дальше?
Why did you choose such an esoteric area of study?
I hoped that studying such magic would...
While our fight affords little time for formal study, the wise can better themselves even in... perhaps especially then. I hope your new study... Did you need anything else? Goodbye.
Да.
You have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
Because you're a mage? Considering education standards in the South, that's hardly a I apologize. Did I see something by Genitivi here?
What is this about?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the... You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Stroud is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, that you made it out at all is a miracle. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in a... Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
That's not exactly comforting, Dorian.
Nor should it be. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus... Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems... It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real... If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
I'm told you gave the Grey Wardens another chance. I hope the Order values what you've done and gives you no reason to regret it.
There are 40...
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, Shade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
Я пытался спасти ее. Спасти сам. Я пытался спасти ее.
Demons tore her from me. I couldn't stop them.
So you had no time to think, only to act. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the Fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. I failed her. A message from Divine Justinia.
That's a shock. Are you all right reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is some...
Do you know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who... Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
Why hide things in...
Justinia was revered mother at the Chantry. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only one. I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. What we learned at Adamant concerns me. But if Corypheus has power over the Wardens, my love could be in danger.
What would you like to do?
I do not know where the hero of Ferelden is precisely. He may have information that helps the Inquisition. At worst, I will draw up a plan in the war room. Thank you.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. I am able to pursue... Your worship.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
Ну, как-то так, как-то так. Любопытно, конечно. Ты. Всю кучу заданий всяких разных. Гералда. Получаю ответ от героев Гералда. Оставлено одно письмо для Инквизитора и еще одно частное. Также представлю несколько потенциальных подвещений на странствиях. Полагается послание из вашей страны. Жанна. Или Жанна. Мститель. Да, воображаем, мы можем опять совсем.
Let's see what we have. Inquisitor?
Yeah.
With the Civil War over, Orlais is focusing on rebuilding.
Куда идти? Куда идти? Не понимаю. Слишком много всего. Кажется. Погнали потихоньку.
Oswin. Odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
He might simply be a victim as well.
Let's see what lies within. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
Is it possible to negotiate with them?
They're fanatics, drunk on whatever forbidden magic they can find to make themselves true Seekers. This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus. Did they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this. As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of red lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. We claim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the Promisers want the world to end? What use are they to him?
So Corypheus sold the Seekers to these cultists?
And they leapt at the chance, of course. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place. We must keep looking. And thus Seekers would be...
You sound worried.
I am. The
Искатели какие-то.
Daniel! Daniel!
Слышишь?
Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It's
ты,
you.
Ты жива?
You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
Надо помочь.
Can we do anything?
I don't know. This thing inside him...
The Lord Seeker.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
But we met Lord Seeker Lucius and
That wasn't him. It was a
What? How could that be?
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He
Came here.
Cassandra.
Now is not the time.
Wait. Don't leave.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome.
Топорно.
He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
Что ж, мы его найдем-то.
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
And you're the man who betrayed his own order.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
And aiding Corypheus is supposed to help.
Corypheus is a monster with limited ambition.
And your ambition is so much
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
He's completely mad, isn't he?
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
He was insane. He had to be. The influence of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
All these wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets. This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
You all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of the last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams? It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
You mutilate mages.
I always thought it a What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of... The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition... But it appears we've always known how to reverse the rite, from the beginning.
Why keep that knowledge a secret?
We created the Rite of Tranquility. To become a Seeker, I spent months in a vigil, emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power we cast aside ideas. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
No. We're nothing like the Seekers.
I wonder how much we resemble what they used to be.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing them. Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. We acted to... That is not the Maker's work.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We were always spread to the winds, and some may... I would find them one by one. We would all read this book, then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
You keep saying that, but what is the Maker's work?
There is no way to know for certain. That is why we must... Perhaps we lost our way because we stopped looking.
А, все.
If anyone can rebuild them into something worthwhile,
But are they worth rebuilding?
you could make them worth it.
I will think on your words. Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
Commander Cullen did a nice job with the demons, by the way. We can't close rifts. Certainly. What can I... Ended up
Hey, you need me?
You said...
Yeah. Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
I can think of worse places to go with Cremisius.
So can the chief, believe me. He loves his nickname.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Q.
They ever wear shirts under the queen, chief? What do they...
It's a horn.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed...
Wait, are you? I didn't realize.
You didn't? Well, great. Now we can all talk about...
In Kunadar, Krem would be an Akunathlak.
And Kunari don't treat those...
They are real men. Just like you.
Maybe your people aren't so bad, huh?
Don't... Crazy bunch of assholes. But they're mine.
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap.
Rocky's one of our best.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder.
Yeah, you really don't.
Grim, is it?
I'm pretty...
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostle.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
I take it you're the company
Yes, first time I ever picked... That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to...
So, how do you join the...
Killed...
Skinner.
Bull...
This is actually really good behavior.
You've got a good company, Bull.
Man can beat the Chargers, cause we'll hit you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with loose cards and looser skirts. For everybody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
Да уж, странные ребятки. Поверьте, вы так себе скажем. Если быть чистым.
Oh. That's just for fun.
I didn't mean anything by it.
Oh, good. I was worried.
Надо поговорить с Калином, надо поговорить с тем, и с тем, и с тем.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter.
Forgive me.
Я не попал.
So long as you weren't aiming at me, I'm sure the box had it coming.
I swear, I didn't know you were...
I never meant for this to interfere.
Are you going to be all right?
Yes. I don't know. Did you know Ferelden's circle was taken over by abominations? I was there. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Our fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall's circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over. If you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right. I need a moment. Could we speak in...
Любопытно. Ну что ж, ребят, на этом мы закончим такая вот серия. Кому понравилось видео, пишите ваши комментарии, подписывайтесь на канал и, конечно же, ставьте лайки. Вот. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Еще и в следующих сериях. Всем спасибо. Всем пока.